So I just got back from vacation. So here's the book haul I promised you guys. It was in piles. They fell. So we'll fix that. And this is right after I recorded the unboxings that you guys have probably already seen, where I was like, just got back from vacation, I cannot be seen on camera. And then I remembered, if I don't film this haul, the books don't go on my shelves or on my TBR pile until I film said haul. So we decided to do that. It's stifling in my room, so I have a fan going here. So if you hear noises, it's most likely the fan, or if you see like my hair blowing dramatically, it's with the fan. So I'm gonna work backwards because I went to McKay's, and I also went to 2 thrift stores while we were there. So this pile, let me make this all cute. Hang on. This pile is from the thrift store that me and my mom went to in Tennessee, I believe. Okay, so first I got Anne of Green Gables. I have been looking for this book for a very long time because I just love it so much. So glad I found that. I'm so happy. Password to Larkspur Lane, Nancy Drew, I don't have, which is actually shocking. Time to Roll, it's the 3rd book in the Roll With It series. And also been looking for this one. Brown Girl Dreaming. I haven't read this in a while, but I know it's amazing. And then I got 2 of the Allie Carter books from the spy school series, I guess you could call them. I already have these books, but in different editions. These don't line up, I just realized that. Okay. But by getting these different editions, the ones on my shelf might finally start to line up and look cute. So, that was the thrift store we went to in Tennessee. I believe it was called Thrift Smart. And then I have a pile from a thrift store that we went to in Florida called Sunshine Thrift. Sunshine Thrift. Love them. If you are ever in Florida, go to Sunshine Thrift. It was amazing. So the weird thing was they did write on all of the spines marker. So I was able to get it off of most books. Wait, I'm missing books. Bear with me for a second, guys. I am back with the book we missed, so I'll start all over. Sunshine Thrift. I got Eris, apparently. Oh my gosh, I'm not centered. I got Eris, apparently, which I've read before, but I was like, I like it. Let's keep it. We're making our new piles. Oh my gosh. I'm doing this on my bed, which is not a flat surface, as you can tell, but it's the most comfortable place. It's right by my fan. And then we got Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. I know there's a mark on the cover, but I haven't read this book in forever. I read it in 3rd grade, I think, for school. I was like, I'd love to own it. 1,000 Questions by Sadia Farooqui. I'm so sorry. I absolutely love her books. Also, you will notice that, remember, I gave so many books to McKay's. I have a feeling that some of the books I bought one for that, I might end up selling back to a different thrift store. Nothing against them, but I have been trying to, purge my library a little more. So you might see these in a future unhaul. And it's nothing against the book, nothing against the authors. It's just, in my library, with the limited space I have, because I'm not allowed to get any more bookcases. If it doesn't fit, it goes. I'm sorry. Rescue by Jennifer Nielsen. I absolutely love Jennifer Nielsen's historical fiction. So, saw this one and I had to grab it. The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. I have never read it, but I know I would love it. Hunger Games Book 1. We have we have these books downstairs, but I want to have them for my own bookcases. The Welcome to Wonderland Home Sweet Motel. I absolutely loved this series when I was a kid, and I still like it. So I saw a copy, and I was The Mysterious Benedict Society. Now this is a throwback series, but I loved it, so I had to get it. Yeah, so I was able to get the marking off of some books, so hopefully it'll come out for us. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I read this on the drive back, and it was different than I thought, and I was like, huh, that was kind of good. I kind of want to see the movie. I also just love Emma Watson, so I'm glad. And then P.S. I Like You by Casey West. I've been trying to get into Casey West for a bit, and all the books at Sunshine Thrift are $1. So I was like, that's the best time to buy a bunch of books because they're cheap. If you sell them back, you could probably make more money. So you bought it for $1, you didn't like it, you could sell it back and you could easily get $1 back or more. And it's just time to explore. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be fitting all of these on my bookcases. It's gonna be really hard. I might have to do some reorganizing. I hopefully won't have to do any more purging, but I might have to do more reorganizing because I recently reorganized them and I haven't given you guys a bookcase tour yet because I knew I was going shopping, on the way to Florida and in Florida, and I wanted to make sure this was complete. So, oh my goodness, it so now we are on to the McKay's haul. I kept all the prices on my McKay's books. So for reference, the most expensive book out of this pile was $2 or $3. That was the most expensive. I kept the McKay's prices on because I was kind of nervous before going what the prices were going to be. And I would have loved it if someone did a haul with the prices on. So I could kind of tell. Maybe somebody did and I just missed it. Like, fully could have happened. Oh, there's sand on these. So we went to the beach. So, let's get started. So, 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. Oh my gosh, Natalie D. Richards. I love her so much. I actually got an advanced copy of one of her books. This was my first ever advanced copies. And loved it. So, this book was $5.50. And I did all my books I traded in. I got $71.60 of store credit. That was pretty awesome. I showed my dad. I was like, Dad, look how much store credit I got. He was like, he did not think I was going to get much. So most of these were paid for by store credit. I did go over, and I did end up paying with cash, but not as much as I thought. Like, I was impressed how much store credit I got. So $5.50, and then Serpent and Dove, which was $8. I heard a lot about this book, and I read it on the drive home. And I was like, okay, this is pretty solid. There was one scene towards the end that was really easily skippable. It was like 2 pages, nothing more, just skipped right over it. And I was like, oh, let me get the next book. And the next book, apparently, is spicy. So I'm trying to decide if I want to sell this book back somewhere or just keep it for now because, like, I'm 15 at this point in I don't know, 2, 3 years, because I just don't feel comfortable. My parents don't let me. Maybe in a couple years I can read that, so I might just keep it because I did enjoy it. 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lynn. This was, Servant and Dove was $8. This is $7. My friend at Serenity recommended this, and I read it, absolutely loved it, and I was like, you know what? I saw it there, I was like, let me buy it. You know what? I was hoping there were more Elizabeth Lynn books, because she loves her. Nothing! Like, are we serious? Okay. And then, Christie and the Walking Disaster by Ellen T. Crenshaw. This is one of the expensive ones, $8.50, because it is a graphic novel. But I have nearly all the Babysitters Club graphic novels, and I was like, why not treat myself a little? Because I put some stuff back, move some stuff around, and I was like, I got money. And then I got School Trip, the 3rd New Kid book, for $6. I love that series. I got the copies of them at the local library not for free, off their book sale. And I guess we'll spend looking for that one. I got Majesty, the 2nd American Royals book, for $5.50. I am trying to collect all 4, but I've only found this one so far. But hopefully I can find the rest soon. If not, I do recommend shopping on Depop because literally I got my copy of everything off of Depop. It was so cheap, and books on Depop are insanely cheap, and it kind of gives you more space to kind of look around, and you're able to negotiate. I did not negotiate, but I've been, like, looking at books, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to favorite this. Maybe I'll buy it. I only bought everything because it was such a good deal. But hopefully I'll be buying more stuff now that I did my Florida shopping trip. I'm also going on vacation next week, so I don't know. Is my camera glitching? Oh my gosh, I'm very sorry if this is glitching. But hopefully I can buy more books now. Let's keep going. Stop yapping. 6 months later, $6.50, Natalie D. Richards. Did I say Reynolds earlier? I might have. I'm sorry. This was the Natalie D. Richards book that got me into her. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely recommend it. I read it when we were in Florida. When Stars Are Scattered for $3. $3 was a steal for this graphic novel. I mean, there's, like, some, like, damage a little, but this book is about 2 boys who spent most of their lives in a refugee camp in Kenya and kind of their life there, and then getting to be adopted eventually. Or go to the U.S. eventually, not adopted. And then I got Anna and the French Kiss for $2.50. This one was on sale. I read this when we were there, and I loved it so much, and they had the other books in the series, and I definitely should have bought them while I was there. Because they were probably good steals, too. I didn't look at them. But really cute, totally clean romance. I mean, it seems like it wouldn't be that clean by the title. I'm telling you, completely clean. So, 10 out of 10 recommend that book. Meant to Be for $6.50 by Katie Cicatelli Cook. I have Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice by her, and I saw this one, and I was like, yes! Because it's seasonal ones. So, I did not read that, but I'll be putting that on my shelf, because I don't want to read it if it's not winter. I got Marie Antoinette Serial Killer for 75 cents. This was in the clearance section. I started it, and I feel like when I finish it, I'm going to sell it back, because it was cheap, so I was like, let me buy it, but it's not that good. It's not like a thriller where I'm like, speaking of thrillers, where I'm like, not quite dead yet. Holly Jackson. Love it. Okay. Just Jamie for $5. I love Terry Livingston's books, and I was really excited to find one of these, so I've been trying to collect the whole series. Legend by Marie Wu. I need to read this book. I've been meaning to, for $4.50. And I was like, you know what? Let me try it. Let me get this. So this one, funny story about this one actually got wet while we were in Florida. And you can barely see it. Like, I flattened it because, oh, it's over here. You can see it a little. I flattened it, and I put a pile of books on top of it, so it's fun. XOXO, it's like K-pop star and normal girl, like kind of forbidden romance. Really cute. I loved it. I read it while we were there as well. And then, where's it for real? I got 5 Babysitters Club books while we were there. Oh, yeah, XOXO $6.50. Babysitters Club books were very overpriced. But instead of just trying to collect all of them, I kind of have to settle with it because I don't know where else I'm going to find most of them. So I got Mystery 33, Stacy and the Stolen Hearts for $3. The Babysitters Remember Super Special number 11 for $1.50. Abby and the Secret Society Mystery 23 for $3. Christy and Mr. Mom for $2.50. And Stacy and the Empty House for $3. So I was really glad I got to find those because those are very hard to find. Like, I mean, not surprisingly, because they're old. Like, these are from when my mom was a kid. I'm not calling her old, but I kind of am. And they're just really hard to find. So I was kind of disappointed in that. But yeah, all in all, I think my McKay's haul was $85-ish. I don't really know. So yeah, that's my haul. I'm 90% sure I got everything. If I find a stray book floating around, I will add another video on it because this will not be getting edited for a while. But thank you so much for watching my haul. If you haven't, please make sure you check out my book shopping video where I bought these. It is not as long as I would have liked because I kind of forgot to take videos. But make sure you check out my book shopping video, please, and my unhaul, and any other video on my channel. You know, just while you're at it, check them out. So just thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every person who watches these, and have an amazing day. Bye!